today is the second day. You are learning many things. And of course, when I was sitting there, I was seeing you were learning many AI tools. So rather than going to any particular AI tool now, we will discuss some aspect. I was asking from Professor Srinivas. So today you are basically learning about how to make use of AI tools in teaching learning. So before we go, I would like to say that a teacher will always be a teacher. AI is simply a tool. Don't think that AI is going to replace you. AI is simply a tool that is going to help you to assist you. And I always say that AI can always help those teachers with chin up, but AI cannot help those teachers with chin down. So AI for those teachers who love teaching, who like to promote learning. So as teachers, we have to first think how to teach, how to facilitate, how to make our classroom such a place where learners are eager to learn. Once we are deciding this, only then we can think about, okay, which AI tool is going to help me. So I will discuss from this perspective. Of course, later we will discuss about some AI. Maybe we will discuss some new AI tools. Maybe I will not discuss any new AI tool because Srinivasji already discussed so many tools. So my purpose is to sit together and to discuss how to improve our teaching, how to make our classroom more joyful and engaging place for learning, and then we can see how we can make use of AI for in our task. So, and of course, this is in a blended mode. I can see some colleagues here. I can see on the screen, but feel free to ask questions because this I would not like to make it a one-way process that I am speaking and you are simply listening or doing so. Please feel free to ask question. Even you can write in the chat box, but you can unmute yourself. You can ask, so we can interact. Feel free to stop me. I am not here to teach you anything. Let me make it very clear. We all are on the same page. So we are here to learn with each other. We are going to share our stories, our perspectives, our questions, our answers. So interactive will be. So my request to all of you will be, please feel free to ask. Please feel free to raise hands. This is not that I came from Delhi, so my role is to talk all the time and your role is to listen. No, no, no. We will learn together and I will also learn from you. I came here to learn from you, friends. So uh, I have some presentations with me. And with this presentation, we will discuss, but let me remind it again that the focus is how we can improve our teaching, how we can make our classes, our classrooms engaging and joyful places for learning, and then, of course, how we can make use of AI for this purpose. So the ultimate purpose is to betterment of our teaching and joyful, meaningful learning. So give me a minute to share my presentation. But again, a request in between I'm sharing my presentation. Please feel free to ask questions. Don't think that I will speak and you will only listen. No. Then this will not be a good thing for learning. So just a minute. So, just a minute. Okay. So give me a minute. I showed another presentation. I'm sharing it with you. Yeah. So okay. So I hope this presentation is visible to every colleague. So friends, I am presenting two classrooms before you. Uh, there is a classroom A and classroom B. And at the end of these two classrooms, I am putting some questions. And when I will put these questions, please reflect. Although I designed it as a group activity, but you can talk to the people sitting with you. If you are alone, it's okay. You can reflect. So, but a request to all of you before I will reveal what are these two classrooms. Friends, pay attention to and reflect, and then answer. We are not in a hurry. So, two classrooms. There is a classroom A and there is a classroom B. So let's have a classroom A. This is a classroom A, and then there is a classroom B. So please go through these two classrooms. Just read about these two classrooms, and then I will share my questions with you. So I have a question. Question number 1. There are two classrooms. Let's see that a teacher is teaching climate change. So how that teacher is teaching in classroom A and how that classroom B. So my first question is, given a choice, which classroom would you like to be part of? Suppose you are a student, forget it that you are a teacher. For a moment, you think that you are a student and you have a chance to join classroom A or B. So what will be your choice? Okay, so colleagues sitting here, I can hear them directly. They say classroom B, but I will be eager to sum up those who are sitting far away.
B.
Sir, I will join class B.
अरे वाह, उज्जवल साहब ने बड़े जोर से कहा क्लासरूम बी. चिंता मत करो उज्जवल साहब, हम आपके साथ हैं. So thank you. Classroom B. So majority of you are saying classroom B. Anyone saying classroom A? I'm not saying that which classroom is good. So any takers of classroom A? Okay. Classroom A. Singh sir is saying classroom A. Oh, it's okay. Classroom A is better. Yeah, okay. A is better. Okay. No issue. No argument in this. Okay. So my question number 2. What differences do you notice between the two classrooms? So let's see. Both classroom A is strength, weakness. Classroom B is strength and weakness. But certainly there is a difference between classroom A and classroom B. Because that's why some of you were selecting classroom B, some of you were selecting classroom A. So what differences do you notice between these two classrooms? I am eager to hear you, friends. Feel free to speak. Feel free to write in chat box.
Classroom is more interesting and is more.
Classroom B is
more interactive.
Aha.
We are sitting in groups, so we can intersect. We will go for a discussion far better than.
Okay. So what's your good name?
Ashish Ranjan.
Ashish ji is saying that classroom B will be more interactive. It's wonderful. Anyone else?
Classroom A, some advanced topics. We are discussing about some advanced topics. In such cases, where general discussion may not be the full. In such A would be preferred.
Okay, so in A there will be.
If course want to complete right time, then you join class A. If there is more interactive, then join B.
ठीक है सर, बढ़िया. अरे अभी तो कोर्स की बात ही नहीं की सर हम लोगों ने. कोई नहीं, but thank you so much. We are enjoying. So anyone, friends, feel free to interact.
A will be better, and as far as the interaction is concerned, teacher can always move anywhere in the classroom.
Okay.
He can be in front, he can be in back, he can be left, he can be right.
Good.
If somebody wants to interact, sitting is not an issue.
Okay. So Singh sir is having his opinion. Anyone else would like to say anything else?
Knowledge sharing also better in class B because the student will interact with them.
Okay. So thank you so much. Because when I was planning this, I was thinking that everybody will be here. So, but it's okay. Anyhow, we can interact. So you can see some merits in classroom B, some classroom A. It's okay. And these questions will be with you, so you can discuss later also. Now a very important question is, and I need a definite answer. No explanation, please. given a choice, will you be happy to make your classroom A as classroom B A or classroom B? No need for any
I
explanation.
will make classroom C.
Singh sir is out of the box. He is making classroom C, sir. Most welcome. But given a choice between two classrooms, classroom A and classroom B, आपका मन क्या है? Don't think that okay, I am, but I am not able to. It's okay. We all work in the system. But given a choice, आशीष साहब किधर जाओगे आप?
A.
A बनाओगे अपने क्लास को?
B.
B. So any colleague sitting away, restrict then A. रंजीत साहब अपनी बात करो ना, आप क्या बनाना चाहते हो, A या B? ओह अच्छा, रंजीत साहब स्ट्रिक्ट हैं इसका मतलब. ओके, Pibu Prasad ji is saying A. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's your class, sir. You are totally free to. Ujjwal ji would like to make it B. Fine. So of course, some people will make it A. Some people will make it B. And of course, there is always a choice to make your classroom C. Sir, खाली C नहीं. A, B, C, D, E, F जितना चाहो कर सकते हैं. So it's possible. So last question. Okay. So you made your classroom A or classroom B, no issue at all. You are most welcome whether you made your classroom A or classroom B. अगर आपने classroom A बनाया है, what name you will give it to it? If you made your classroom B, what name will you give it to it? What we can say, what is classroom A, what is classroom B?
Classroom A is a basic, and classroom B can be considered as the application level or.
Okay, so one name is coming, very good. One name is coming basic and advanced level or application. Okay.
Blended classroom, you can say.
A classroom, which classroom you can say blended? B or A?
A is classic. B
Classroom
is
B.
innovative.
A is classic, B is innovative. Wonderful, wonderful. Very good. Colleagues, other colleagues? क्या नाम? Suppose you have to give a name.
B is Gurukul.
B is Gurukul, okay. Wonderful. B is Gurukul.
And A is English.
A is English. Okay, okay. Colonial and Gurukul. Okay. So, anyone else? नाम रखने का मौका नहीं मिलेगा बार बार. अभी रख दो अपना. Anyone? What name you will give to classroom A and classroom B? You can write in the, we can see in the chat box also. Okay. So I hope, yes, please.
Sir, classroom B is the smart classroom.
हाँ, classroom B smart classroom, क्या बात है. और classroom A, sir, क्या नाम देंगे उसको, मंडल साहब?
Classroom A is the sir normal sir ऐसे हम लोग.
Normal. Okay. So, Acha. So Alok ji is saying B makes interactive, A is one-sided. Okay. So you are giving many names. Thank you so much. All these names can work. So let's see what name we can give to these classrooms. Basically, जो आपने नाम दिए वो भी सारे चलेंगे. ऐसा नहीं है those names will not work. But usually classroom A, Singh sir आपके लिए, classroom A, we usually call these type of classroom teacher-centric classrooms. I'm not saying which classroom is good or bad. I'm simply naming it based on the research, based on the characteristics of teacher-centric classroom. So classroom A, popular name is teacher-centric classroom. We can always give other names. It's okay, no issue. What do you mean by teacher-centric classroom? Classrooms are meant for learning. So teacher-centric classrooms are also meant for learning. ऐसा नहीं है कि वहाँ learning नहीं होगा. But a teacher-centric classroom means what? Where teacher is the primary authority, decision maker and source of knowledge. Three very, very important things, sir. We have to realize this. I am a teacher. Of course, I am a primary authority, but I am a decision maker too. And of course, I am a teacher, I am source of knowledge. So my role is more active. and students play a more passive. So their role is more or less to listen, to follow, to obey, to carry out the command as a recipient of information. So what are the key features? What are the key features of this? The one is focus on the teacher. The teacher directs what, how, and when student learn. Three very important things. What to learn, how to learn, and when to learn. Teacher batata hai, or simply, a teacher is a symphony masters. They say and you play. Focus on the teacher. Usually lectures are the main component, main course, main dish. So lectures, particularly in higher education, lectures. So lectures, of course, demonstration, presentation, but mainly from the side of the teacher. So focus on the teacher, lecture-based delivery, limited student autonomy. We are not limited student means student. This is not that students are not having opportunities, but they have fewer opportunities to make choices about their learning, because they are supposed to follow you, what directions you are giving, what are you saying, which knowledge you are giving, and they have to follow. So they have autonomy, but listen. And the most important thing is, because I am bringing these points and then I will ask you for some reflection. The pace of learning is standardized. कि इतने समय में इतना सीख लेना है. The focus is on, as a colleague was saying, focus is on not on what are you learning. Focus is not on आपने course complete किया या नहीं किया. These 4 units have been completed or not. So this the whole standardized pace कि 4 महीने में ये हो ही जाएगा. This may be. So standardized learning pace, the same pace and content for all learners. Everybody has to go through the same unit, same topic, same thing. And of course, we all have individual differences, individual preferences. And the focus is, in teacher-centric classroom, is the focus is always on assessment, test and examination. And the focus is basically our test and examinations measure retention. So these are the key features. Let's have an example. I'm giving some examples so then you can realize and reflect. Traditional lecture, a math teacher, maybe some of you are teaching maths. So they are explaining problem solving students, and while a student listening and taking notes. Look, what subject you are teaching maths, but you are delivering a lecture. Demonstration, a teacher is experiment and students are watching. Textbook driven teaching, a history class where a teacher is teaching chapter and explaining. So these are examples. So these are the characteristics of classroom A. So now we will move from classroom A to classroom B. But before that, friends, any question is coming to your mind? कुछ पूछना चाहते? Feel free to ask, feel free to raise hands. Then we will move and we will discuss another classroom, another type of classroom. Classroom B we will also discuss. उज्जवल साहब कुछ पूछना तो नहीं चाहते? Okay. So if there is anything in mind, feel free to ask. So now we will move to classroom B. और इस क्लासरूम से आप मिल चुके होंगे, श्रीनिवास जी ने जरूर मिला दिया होगा आपको. The classroom B is learner-centric classrooms. Because nowadays we talk a lot. After NEP, we talk a lot. Learner-centric. But to bring perspective, we have to differentiate. What do you mean by learner-centric? Learner-centric means learner-centric classroom. Because as a teacher, you are not dealing with a particular learner. You are dealing in a class where you are making the whole teaching learning process learner-centric. So the classroom B is basically learner-centric classroom. And what do you mean by learner-centric classrooms? This is not that in learner-centric classroom there will be no teacher. A teacher will be very much there in learner-centric classroom, but the role of teacher will be somewhat different. The role of teacher is encourages active participation, critical thinking, and collaboration. Friends, you have paid attention. Srinivas ji was showing a video and Srinivas ji was putting some reflective questions into it. The moment, suppose Srinivas ji is saying that watch this video, then that classroom will be a teacher-centric classroom. But the Srinivaji putting 3-4 questions in the video and asking, watch this video and reflect on these questions. The same video, same teacher, but the classroom will be learner-centric. Video वही है, teacher वही है, methodology बदल दी. The teacher-centric classroom is converted into a learner-centric classroom. So learner-centric classroom, the characteristics are active participation, critical thinking, and most important thing is that we need in India more than anything. I always say collaboration. We miss collaboration and we excel in individual tasks, but we fail in collaborative tasks. And sometimes as a researcher, I link with our education system that is more teacher-centric. Classroom, so because we are more supposed to learn in individual basis. So what are the key features? Number one, active learning. And in NEP 2020, lot of emphasis on active learning. So active learning means, what do you mean by active learning? Discussions. Acha. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Sir, actually, if the students are polydispersive kind of things, they have varieties. If they have catching power, it's almost uniform, then it is better to say a learner-centric classroom. If this some students are not catching from basics, and we just discuss and giving a video and just how can they learn from this content? That is the main source. Because when a teacher will control, they will teach, okay, this is the things. But when you are giving this video and take the how much you content, the poor students who is less not interested, then how he will means learn from this?
Vibhuji, thank you. It's a very good question, and that's why I say teaching is one of the most difficult and one of the most easiest profession in the world. Let me repeat it again. The moment you are caring for each and every student and you are saying, look, I am taking a class, but you are not able to understand, sit with me and we will sit separately and I will try to help you understand. Then the teaching is the most difficult. But when you are saying, okay, I have delivered my lecture, my classroom time is over, it's your duty to learn, then teaching is one of the easiest job. So Vibhu Saab, iske liye to humko mehnat karni, because we cannot claim that we can get a good product. I always say, I visited IITs and I say, you get best. But the where I teach, I am not getting those. So my role is more important than yours. Then I am bringing every student into it. So the moment you are taking care of, and these issues will be, you are not going to get all students with same caliber, capability, and same learning preferences. So you will get different type of student. And then as a teacher, you have to visualize, you have to think how I can support each and every teacher. And this aspect, I say, AI is a good tool for us. With the help of AI, I can support each and every teacher in learning. So this is the beauty of AI, and this is the power of AI that we teachers have to use. I totally agree with you, because we have to, there cannot be any system where all students are at the same pace and same page. So individual differences honge, but we have to realize where one student is lacking and we have to provide ample support.
Sir, I have a question in addition to this.
Yeah, please.
I have experimented like forming the groups inside the class. In the groups also, out of 5 students, 2 or 1 like students are very silent, doesn't know participate.
Yes.
These issues are there in every group. Like.
So this can be nature. You can see some small tree, some big tree. And this bird is a beautiful place because there are small trees, there are big trees, there are medium-sized trees. Unfortunately, our system is, we would like to make everything homogeneous. Homogeneous word is not a good. Heterogeneous word is a good. So if someone is silent, that is his power. But in group, a teacher has to nurture. In a team, what is the role of a coach? Every player has a different capability and capacity. So the role of coach, teacher is like a coach to see what you can do, how you can contribute, how a silent student can contribute, and how a vocal student can contribute. Sometimes our teachers' problem is that we like this, we have same expectation from each and every student. No, this is a wrong notion. As an educationist, I am not with this wrong notion. If someone is silent, they have some other unique characteristics and power. We have to utilize them. We would like to make everybody put on the same place, same pace. No, this is a wrong notion. The notion is every student must excel as per his or her own capabilities, competencies. कोई साइंटिस्ट बनेगा, कोई पेंटर बनेगा, कोई राइटर बनेगा. So we have to nurture, we have to support them.
So, in that case,
Yeah.
can we do like half the portion of the semester?
Yeah.
First half, we will have like say clearance of the basics through class A
Right.
method.
Sir.
Then second phase, like introduction of the class B, like a critical thinking.
Yeah, sure, sir. So as a teacher, I always believe in teacher autonomy, and I say a teacher is king or queen in his or her classroom. So you have to decide, and you have to decide what is the best for your student and what is the best way to learn. But no one else is telling you, you are the best. You are thinking this is best for my student, and this is the way. And I see AI from this perspective also. Now AI is such a good assistant that it can help you in very many ways. So AI can generate your clones so that you are teaching every student in a personal way. That we will discuss later. But thank you, friends, and you are asking these questions, and I'm happy because the purpose is not here to. I am not came here to just to say you have to do this. No, we have to reflect, and maybe sometime I'm also wrong. I have my opinions, my observation, my thinking. You have yours. So I respect your opinions. I am just giving my experiences, observation, and what I'm saying also supported by research. So but thank you so much, sir, for this question. So what are the characteristics? Active learning, personalization, and friends, please also keep in mind all these, and you know many AI tools. You can just start thinking, okay, I can make use of AI in such way in this. So we will discuss this later. But personalizations, where you are taking learning places, because in our classrooms, different learning places, different learning preferences. If you are taking care, now as a teacher, you can see in one classroom, 40 students, I cannot, but with the help of technology, you can do that. Collaboration is a characteristic, is a must characteristics of learner-centric classroom. Teacher-centric classrooms, learners mainly work as individuals. In learner-centric classroom, collaboration is a must trait. Critical thinking. So in learner-centric classrooms, learners are encouraged to ask questions, analyze, evaluate. तो सवाल जवाब चलता है वहाँ, discussion होता है. So critical thinking and real world relevance. The most important thing is where learners are having a discussion, what they are learning, how they are going to use that learning in real world, in world of work. So they are connecting classroom content to real life context. So these are some of the key features, and a very important feature is feedback oriented. They work and there is a feedback, maybe feedback from teacher, maybe feedback from peers, a continuous dynamic feedback system regarding the learner progress. In teacher-centric classroom, more focus is on delivery rather than immediate feedback. So what are the examples like flipped classroom? I'm sure Srinivaji told you flipped classrooms. Any one of you using flipped classroom technique in your classes? आप में से कोई करता है flipped classroom? Anyone is using this?
In a different way, we give input and then student to give a small presentation of 5 minutes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Any?
But not at the beginning.
Not at
After, almost at the half of the semester, like once.
No, sir. Okay. So I will explain to you. But let me ask first. Anyone using flipped classroom?
Yes, sir.
Flipped classroom?
Yes, sir.
Kalyan sir, how you use flipped classroom? I'm
Yes,
eager
actually,
to.
sir, Actually, sir, not in regular class, but sometime also I am giving the lecture on some special topic. After complete the topic, I am starting showing some video related to this topic.
What you are doing, this is not flipped classroom. So I will explain. Don't worry. This is not flipped classroom. Anyone else doing flipped classroom?
Sir, I have tried like this. I tell that what is say definition of computing. So I give the student to use your smartphone in the classroom and check what is the definition of a computing and analyze, think about that, and ultimately write one two sentence about his definition of computing. Say this is one example, one of my course. And there I observed, and every student in the classroom, at least 10, 15, I cross-check that how they are writing the definition instead of writing directly the definition of the computing in the classroom. I do like this, that I observe their thinking power and how they are writing. So this I observe that this is the one kind of flipped classroom I do in actual classroom. So that was
Okay.
my
Okay. Thank you so much. Sir, would like to say? Yeah.
So sometimes I am giving my own video
Uh-huh.
before the class,
Yes.
discussing the same thing in the class.
Okay.
Same topic.
So, friends, let me say very simple. What is flipped classroom? Flipped classroom is, the name is flipped. So suppose I have a presentation with me. So when first I came and then I have started showing this presentation, explaining. But before, instead of this, I have shared this presentation with you before coming to the classroom with an instruction. Please go through this presentation and make notes or take down points. In our classroom, we will not discuss this presentation. We will discuss critical aspects of it or your questions that are coming to your mind after going through this presentation. Maybe Srinivas ji ka ek video hai. So rather than coming here, Srinivas ji is sharing that video, and the moment Srinivas ji taking a class, so we are not going to discuss that video, but we are going to discuss what questions coming to your mind after watching those videos. When you are using this technique, where you are providing content before coming to the classroom and making classroom, using classroom time for more meaningful discussions, questions, reflections, then this is a flipped classroom. Very simple. So we teachers, I also, हम लोग थोड़ा mystery बनाते हैं कि मेरा notes मेरे आने के बाद ही मिलेगा. So in a very simple one-line way, you are sharing your material before with an instruction that go through this material, that can be video, audio, text, anything, and go through this material, and then in classroom we will discuss. We will solve problems. We will share questions. Then this technique is flipped classroom. And believe me, research proves that those teachers who are using flipped classroom, learning outcomes are better. सिंह साहब ये रिसर्च बता रही है, मैं जो भी कहता हूँ थोड़ा रिसर्च के सहारे से बात करता हूँ. सो दिस इज रिसर्च एंड दिस इज ए टेक्निक. हमको कुछ ज्यादा नहीं करना, हमें कोई बड़ा कुछ नहीं करना. वी हैव अवर प्रेजेंटेशन. द ओनली थिंग इज दैट our traditional practice is first I will enter into the classroom, then my presentation will enter. But in flipped room, your presentation will enter first and then you will enter. So basically, then we are saving our time, because most of the time, and now you are saying anything and the student. So material first, teacher second, and then discussion. So this is flipped classroom. So those who are doing it, my thumbs up. अगर आप नहीं कर रहे तो कोई बात नहीं. You can, sir, we can try. No, we can try it. We can give a try, and if our students are happy, we can.
That also depend on the qualityness of the students also. We can have a prerequisite we shared already, but they are
No, sir. So this is always, when we were student, our teacher was saying same. अभी मेरा उनका माइंड पढ़ने का मौका मिले, वो मेरे लिए इससे भी खराब करे तो बहुत ही नालायक है. वो ऐसा सोचते होंगे. तो सर वो सभी टीचर सोचते हैं. When we are teacher, we are thinking our student, but when we were student, हमारे टीचर भी ऐसा ही हमारे बारे में सोचते होंगे, इनका तो पढ़ने में मन नहीं लगता, करते नहीं. So this is our generation. So you will go, but slowly student will, if they are happy, you can continue with it. So you, because when you will pass on a video, this is not that everybody will watch, but 3-4 will watch. तो आप कहोगे okay, जिन्होंने देखा है थोड़ा सवाल पूछिए. So maybe slowly in India change comes, but slowly start with and then everybody. So you can just give a try. Then there is a case-based learning management. So this is also, and I like AI very much for this. You can generate different cases. So you are putting a case and then you are sharing this, and then students are very happy. They can discuss those cases. The learner-centric classrooms, there are also role play. So if possible, maybe in technology you can do, but in social sciences very much possible. And project-based learning is also. So these are the key features of, that's why learner-centric classrooms are more engaging, because students have more say, more activeness. और जैसे इन्वॉल्वमेंट होगा, आप देखिए किसी से कन्वर्सेशन करिए, अगर वही व्यक्ति बोलता रहे तो आप सोचते हो आज तो फंस गया, इसके साथ अगली बार नहीं बैठूंगा. दिस इज ह्यूमन नेचर. बट इफ यू आर सिटिंग विद समवन, समटाइम यू आर टॉकिंग, समटाइम दैट पर्सन इज टॉकिंग, तो आप उससे कहते हो भाई अगली बार कब मिलेंगे हम लोग. यूजुअली सिंह सर ऐसा होता नहीं होता, या ऐसा मिल गया आपको जो 20 मिनट आपको ही खुद ही बोलते रहे, तो सिंह साहब सोचते अगली बार दूर से देख के चला जाऊंगा. So same with in our classroom, teachers speak all the time, and student hardly 1 or 2 questions, 3 questions. So then basically teacher-centric classroom. So of course, let's move to, and in all these there is a possibility of AI that we will discuss. So now moving from teacher-centric classrooms to learner-centric classrooms, and I am not saying this. Who is saying this? मैं भी नहीं कह रहा, श्रीनिवास जी भी नहीं कह रहे. Name the third person who is saying this. 2 लोग तो नहीं कह रहे, मैं नहीं कह रहा, श्रीनिवास जी भी नहीं कह रहे. No, research is saying, students are saying, on, this is on, or it's okay.
All right. So please remove them the inject once again.
It's okay.
What we just said.
It's okay.
No, it's not charging. ये तो मैं आपका वो दे दूं, आपका वाला दे दूं?
हाँ मैं उसको लगा.
It's not compatible.
Okay. नहीं, it's same. But maybe this is sufficient.
Yes.
So
Okay. Sir, you remove this from here.
just a minute.
वो केबल का
हो सकता है. Maybe sufficient. It's okay. Okay. So thank you. So yes, you are right. Srinivas is not saying, I am not saying. Students are saying, research is saying, and NEP 2020 is also saying. NEP 2020, मैं पूछता हूँ रिकॉर्ड तो नहीं हो रहा होगा. आप सबने NEP 2020 डॉक्यूमेंट पढ़ा है पूरा? आई होप नहीं पढ़ा तो कोई बात नहीं, अभी ज्यादा लेट, 5 साल ही लेट हुए हम लोग, ज्यादा लेट नहीं हुए. सो प्लीज हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल ऑफ यू, गो थ्रू दिस 60 to 63 पेज डॉक्यूमेंट. सो व्हेन यू विल गो थ्रू NEP 2020, you will think, okay, NEP is saying slowly start moving from teacher centric classroom to learner centric classroom, and this is not that NEP is saying alone. This is based on our research, and this is based on India is one of the most, I can say, young country in the world, and we have to make use of our demographic dividend. हमको teacher centric से learner centric की तरफ चलना पड़ेगा. So how we can go through, we can move, we can do this journey, and how AI can help, हम लोग इसमें डिस्कशन करेंगे. अभी जो कुलीग यहाँ है उनसे तो मैं सामने देख रहा हूँ उनको. So those colleagues, am I making sense? कुछ ऐसा लग रहा है कि this is, we are discussing something meaningful. is useful, or you are thinking just I came from Delhi, so this is my privilege to deliver a lecture. Sir, am I making sense, sir? Okay, so these colleagues are here, so we can see those. If I will get 1 or 2 votes from others, then I will move.
The next slide.
विभू साहब अगर हाँ कह देंगे तो मैं आगे चलूंगा. विभू स्वाई साहब.
Sir, I
Okay.
agreed with you.
चलो, अब विभू साहब का वोट मिला, आप कोई रोक नहीं सकता मुझे. Okay, thank you so much. So, friends, and again, I'm not teaching you, I'm not forcing you, I am just bringing some perspective before you. Ultimately, your classroom is your classrooms, and yes, it's your choice. But we are here, we are discussing together, and believe me, there is nothing like perfection. But this is the call that we have to take. So let's have a very simple. I tried in a very simple way, in a tabular way. Suppose you are interested to compare both classes, because I agree with Singh Saab. I can make my class teacher-centric, I can make my class learner-centric, and I can also make my class a combination of both. This is very much in my hand. And that's why in my book I have written, teacher is the best magician in the world. दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा जादूगर कोई है, वो टीचर ही है, लेकिन उसे पता होना चाहिए जादू करते कहते, मैजिक कैसे करते. So what is the role of teacher is, in teacher-centric, our role is talk all the time. We feel proud. We are knowledge provider. अगर मैं नहीं हूँगा, इस बच्चे का कुछ हो नहीं सकता. But in learner-centric, my role is facilitator. My role is mentor. Role of student is teacher-centric, mainly listener, passive receiver. In learner-centric, no, they are also active participant. In teacher-centric, our popular methods are lectures, note-taking. In learner-centric, projects, discussions, simulations, and I am here in NIT. And so in NITs are meant for projects. NITs are meant for discussions. NITs are meant for simulation. तो ये होगा तभी आगे हम बढ़ेंगे. In teacher-centric, the focus is on how to complete syllabus. Syllabus coverage is more. Learner-centric, our focus is आपने समझा या नहीं समझा, understand किया या नहीं किया, skill कुछ acquire की या नहीं की. So emphasis is there. In teacher-centric, learning pace is same for all. 45 minutes, everybody is supposed to learn this much. But in learner-centric, maybe some people will learn more, some people will learn less. So it's more flexible. In teacher-centric, assessment at the end, we call it summative. We also call it assessment of learning. In learner-centric, assessment is more formative. We also call it assessment for learning. So in teacher-centric, assessment is more institution-driven. In learner-centric, assessment is more teacher-driven. So in assessment methods, we use exams, recall-based, that is teacher-centric, and we give projects, we give portfolio, continuous evaluation. This is learner-centric. So, sir, in NIT, do you invite students to make e-portfolios? E-portfolios, do you invite your student to? Okay, no. So, how you get their assignment? How do you evaluate them? Of course, at the end semester examination.
Sometimes we are just to Google Classroom.
The Google Classroom is something different, sir. So, e-portfolio is a very popular technique now, and I think NIT can think about it. So, e-portfolio is. I will explain a little bit. फिर श्रीनिवास जी से भी आपकी बात करा दूंगा. E-portfolio where all their achievement and activities are regarded as be the proof of achievement. So suppose a student is doing some project. So some video, 2-3 minute video is there. What is the product? What is the outcome? So our achievements are recorded in this form, and these portfolios serve as the basis of assessment. Even nowadays in good institutions, companies hire students based on their e-portfolio. So suppose they have taken admission in NIT, and I have completed 4 years. So my whole journey, my whole achievements, specific achievements, suppose I can say I can plan very well. I can work collaboratively. So some example of that. I developed this project. This is so major achievements are reflected there, where on a click of a mouse, I can show what project you developed. So there are now many online e-portfolio tools you can make. So you can guide your student, and you can display these portfolios on the website. So the employer is coming and clicking on those portfolios, and they're watching, okay, what are their achievements. So suppose someone is saying, I have very good coding skill. So they are putting a small sample. Okay, this is a coding, and based on this coding, this type of software they develop. Not whole, a sample of it. So suppose as a student is developing a particular technology, a small sample of what is this technology and how it is. So this is known as e-portfolio, and e-portfolio is video, your achievement, your proofs. Suppose you are doing some social work, some activities. So some example, what type of social work you are doing.
Sometimes we are getting some award. So we are
Yeah.
putting on the
That is
website.
also the part of this. Is basically, you can say in a very simple way, a resume with proof. A resume with proof. Where that person, suppose you can say, I'm a very good orator. So 1 or 2 minutes, you are giving a speech, and that speech is recorded there. So your achievement with proof. And now this is one of the best way to assess it. This is a new upcoming trend. So you can sit together, you can think about
Students are uploading or institutions?
the both ways. In some institution there is a policy that you have to prepare a portfolio, and then institution provide a space or something, then they also upload it. So like your resume, you upload for one company, and sometimes students also do it and simply provide you a link. There are both possibilities. So you can sit together, you can think about this. So teacher centric, learner centric. Then this is not things are ab aapke liye. This is not that everything is wrong in teacher centric classroom, and this is not that everything is right in learner centric classroom. Both have their pros and cons, both have their advantages and their limitations. Let's see, first start with the teacher centric classroom, because based on research and based on my 30 years observation, I see more or less we all practice teacher centric classrooms, including me also. So what are the advantages? Now, number one is efficient for large classes. 40, 50, 60 students I can teach. Ensure content coverage. That's why this is such a popular method, because our focus is content coverage. I also research in higher education. We do not care much about what learners are learning. Our focus is more content kitna cover hua. This is one of the challenge, the problem of higher education. I'm seriously. So, but if content coverage is our goal, sir, then teacher centric is the best. जितना कंटेंट करना है 4 सेमेस्टर का भी मैं 1 सेमेस्टर में कर सकता हूँ, given an opportunity. So ensure content coverage. Useful when, so some of you were saying in the beginning, that point is here. When precise factual, suppose you are delivering a factual knowledge, then teacher centric is, because in factual knowledge there's not much scope for discussion, reflection. So if your aim is to provide factual knowledge, teacher centric classrooms, good place for this. And question, okay. Yes.
Sir, I have a question. Actually, when we go regarding this NBA process, they have been asking about the COPOs and coverage of the COPOs. So if we don't complete the courses that has been maintained, won't it affect in this accreditation?
हाँ साहब, हीरोजी साहब बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं. The problem in our system is, the challenge in our system is, we are so good to making everything mechanical. So this COs, POs, the real intent is totally different. But now, how our institutions are seeing COs and POs, LOs, is a very mechanical way. I have no hesitation to ask. So the moment you are seeing COs, POs, LOs from the mechanical way, then the whole notion is defeated. But most of the time I see these as very mechanical. हमको ये achieve करना है. This is your intention that you are going to. But now our focus is, anyhow I have to prove that I have achieved it. when you are thinking in this way, then the whole purpose is defeated, and the whole purpose of COs, POs is, for me, it looks like defeated purpose. Similarly, like this multidisciplinary education. So I agree with you. The purpose of COs, POs is not to achieve it. This is our intention, and following this intention, I will teach. Following this intention, I will learning outcomes. When you are making learning outcomes, it is never written, you are not committing, आप स्टैम्प पेपर पे साइन नहीं करते हो कि मैं सारा लर्निंग आउटकम अचीव हो ही जाएगा. दिस इज आवर बेस्ट इंटेंशन, दिस इज आवर डायरेक्शन दैट वी हैव टू फॉलो. द मोमेंट आई से कि ये क्लास में इतना होना ही चाहिए, this is the real problem, and that is the mechanical one. So sir, I can only say this, and the way COs, POs we are practicing it, more or less they are saying go to the teacher centric classroom. So what are the limitations? Of course, limitations there. Limitations, there is a serious issue, student engagement and creativity. Learning preferences, sometimes we are not able to take care of learning preferences. And critical thinking and collaboration, hardly any scope, or we can say limited scope for critical thinking and collaboration that we need most from our students. So these are limitations, they are advantages. So let's go to the teacher-centric classrooms, learner-centric. What are the advantages? Number one advantage, and this is a real, because nowadays one of the biggest issue in education, पता नहीं आप NIT में face करते हैं नहीं, disengagement of learner. Sir, you face this problem here? Disengagement of learner. There is one is engagement of learner, another is disengagement. So disengagement of learners, their learners are not very happy with, they are sitting in their classrooms, but their bodies are somewhere there, their mind is somewhere there. So disengagement, advantage of learner-centric classroom is promotion of active engagement. Research supports that learner-centric classrooms are a good place for promoting deeper understanding, collaboration, and communication skill. And in 21st century, one of the most sought skill is communication. And teacher-centric classrooms are not a very good place for promoting communication skills. Learner-centric classrooms are a good place to promote communication skill. And when I'm saying communication skill, this is not that you are speaking, this is only communication. How you are working with, how you are communicating in different way, verbal, non-verbal. So communication skills get a boost when your classroom is a learner-centric classrooms. And motivation and confidence. Learners are more motivated, more confident in learner-centric classroom rather than teacher-centric classrooms. So these are advantages, but there are limitations also. One thing is for sure, this is time consuming. और हम लोगों के पास सब कुछ है, टाइम तो नहीं है, हमको तो सेमेस्टर पूरा करना है. So time consuming, learner-centric classroom is certainly time consuming. You need time, but AI can support us on this aspect also. But there are a lot of, I can say, lot of answer why our teachers are not going to make classroom learner-centric. This is not that they are not motivated, they are, but the problem is sometimes teachers don't know how to do this. We have to also accept this. Sometimes teachers are willing, they are interested to make their classrooms, but sometimes they lack skill set. So sometimes skill of teachers, how to design engaging tasks and provide practical guidance, this is an also issue. So skill set of teachers and offering skilled skills activities, this is an issue. And then assessment is, because in teacher-centric classroom, assessment is very easy. In learner-centric classroom, assessment is very much in hand of teachers. So you have to design different assessment, and there can be a call for that is a subjective and uneven participation. Maybe in learner-centric classroom, some learners will dominate, some learners will left behind. So this is also possible. So there are limitations in both, but the call is to slowly move from teacher centric to learner centric. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. So now these are two questions, and I will give you 10-15 minutes to work on it. The two question, I will explain question, and then I will I will explain this activity, because you have to work on it, and I will also take it. First, I will explain this activity. So discuss, you can discuss with a colleague, or you can just reflect. Let's assume, maybe you can say, sir, my class is already learner-centric classroom. You can say like this also, it's okay. But suppose you have to make a plan how I can move from a teacher-centric classroom to learner-centric classroom. What can be my plan? मैं जो करता हूँ उसी में ऐसा क्या करूँ कि मैं टीचर-centric से learner-centric की तरफ चला जाऊँ. I am not examining you, I am not assessing you. मैं आपके डायरेक्टर साहब को भी ये बताने वाला नहीं हूँ. But this is just your plan, how you will, just your reflection. And the second question is related to this. I just missed AI in typing. How can you take help of AI in making classroom learner-centric? So these are two interrelated questions. आपको discussion करना है, reflection करना है, और ये सोचना how I can sometime convert my class teacher-centric classroom to learner-centric classroom. क्या change करूँ तो होगा. And the second is how AI can help me in this. So ये मेरा मन है, AI मुझे कैसे help कर सकता है. So this is the activity I request you to work on this activity, and then I will individually ask everybody कि आपका plan क्या है और आपका AI के बारे में क्या है. So 20 minutes we will work on it, sir. ठीक है. This task is clear. This okay. 10 minutes कहेंगे तो आप just give your time. 3-4 minutes. If you are sitting with someone, discuss with that. If you are alone, अपने से सवाल करिए. हम दुनिया में सबसे कम सवाल अपने से करते हैं. अपने से पूछिए, मुझे अपना क्लास बदलना, कैसे बदलूंगा. AI तो हो ही जाएगा, लेकिन आप पहले खुद सोचो, क्योंकि आप तैयार नहीं हो, AI कुछ नहीं कर सकता. I always, again I will say, AI will help all those teachers with chin up, not going to help those teachers with chin down. So and now, तो 10 मिनट हम करते हैं ये, और मैं रंजीत साहब का सवाल सुनता हूँ. रंजीत साहब कुछ कह रहे हैं. रंजीत शाह जी.
एक सवाल मेरा है.
अच्छा, पहले रंजीत साहब का सुन लूं सर.
Hello, sir.
हाँ, बोलिए रंजीत साहब.
Sir, as give a lot of load to the teacher, that teacher take to learners say.
रंजीत साहब, your voice is breaking, so just
सर अभी ठीक हो रहा है?
अभी ठीक है. यस प्लीज.
सर बोल रहा हूँ कि मतलब as you say that from going to class type A, that is teacher centric to a learner centric, the teacher should change, but you did not mention a single word about how a institute should change. What are the facilities should we have? What are the software should we have? What are the things that we can get from the institute as a support to change from the teaching to the students? Because what we have seen in our classroom, those style, those blackboard, now maybe there are some presentation, but the style is similar to the old setup. Like there is some blackboard, there is a desk, there will be teacher will be there, and the students will be seated in a row wise. So those things has not changed in like 50 years, or maybe we can say that after independence, we are seeing the same setup, same facility as like that. As we are going towards the AI. So it means we need more and more computer knowledge and computer-centric education, and in those cases. Like here I can say one thing that after I joining, I told our HOD that we need a computer lab in our department. And the result and answer is there is no funding, we can't do anything about it. So
Okay.
do you think that this is actually hindering the process that we are talking to the day?
Okay, Ranjit ji, I got your question, and this is not a question of yours. This is a question of every teacher. हम सभी यही कहते हैं कि फैसिलिटी मिलेगी, then I will make the change. But there are people who start making change and facilities followed them. So of course I totally agree. Maybe you are having a classroom with fixed spaces, with no facilities, but at least you can think, okay, I can do this activity. I am giving my lecture. Rather than giving lecture, I can change something. So this is not necessarily the whole soul change कि पूरा घर बदलना है. No, at least some change. And then maybe this change will invite others. Maybe that change will invite your HOD, that change will invite your leadership, that change will invite your student. वो उन्हें लगेगा, okay, sir is teaching in a wonderful way. Let's do this. Let's support him. Your leadership is saying. तो मैं हमेशा ये मानता हूँ कि the one way can be when every facility will be available. Only then I will change. The second way is I will make a small change. Maybe I am making a small contribution and then other things will follow. So that I can say, but your problem is genuine. Most of the time teachers are saying that this is genuine. We need support from that. लेकिन नहीं मिलता तब भी कुछ तो बदलेंगे ना. वो कहते ना एक कदम एक एक चले, एकला चलो रे. तो अकेले चले, थोड़ा चेंज करें. Let's see. If I am happy, my students are happy, that's all. So little change is required, and if when facilities will be there, of course you can make big changes. Sir, Singh sir, आप कुछ पूछ रहे थे?
सर मेरा सवाल ये है कि in the engineering around 20 plus public sectors, they are taking the student through GATE. And for GATE preparation, we have to cover the syllabus, we have to cover the contents. So how the AI can help in preparing the student for GATE? Please tell me that, and this I will implement.
Okay.
This
So
GATE we want to make.
luckily I have a privilege that I have a wonderful colleague and learned colleague, Professor K. Srinivas ji. तो जैसे कहते हैं ना कि ये जवाब मैं नहीं दे पाऊंगा, मेरे साथी एक्सपर्ट देंगे, तो सर उनसे दिला दूंगा आपको इसका जवाब.
सर ये तब सिखा दीजिए. Because this will make a real change for the student.
Get exam preparation.
हाँ, GATE exam की तैयारी.
Okay.
With the how we can use the AI. So this.
So sure, Srinivas ji will certainly tell. But let me say, sir, one thing. Your classroom will also what is your classroom? If it is a learner-centric classroom, believe me, this will help them more for preparing for GATE.
Sir, if you learner-centric classroom.
Yes.
The thing is,
Sir, मैं आपको अपना I will give you an example. When I was in BSc, मुझे जो चीज मेरे टीचर से नहीं समझ में आती थी, मेरे साथी से मैं समझ लेता था और उसको मैं बढ़िया से एग्जाम में लिख. So means learner centric, where learners are, the purpose is sir learning. The GATE you will qualify based on your learning, not based on your, so of course factual knowledge. So if your learning is improved and learner centric classrooms.
सर एक हमारे स्टूडेंट था. So he got into the BTech final year in IIT Madras. तो इसको इससे मैंने काफी काम करवाया.
सर वही तो आपने लर्नर सेंट्रिक ही तो कराया सर. आपने जो कराया, जो आपकी तारीफ कर रहा है, वो टीचर सेंट्रिक नहीं, आपने उससे प्रेजेंटेशन कराया and that presentation is helping that learner. So sir, when you are inviting that learner for presentation, you were championing learner centric classroom, sir. आपका टीचर सेंट्रिक तो था नहीं. टीचर सेंट्रिक होता तो आप कहते मैं ही प्रेजेंटेशन करूंगा, तुम सिर्फ सुनो, सिर्फ देखो. This is sir, आप तो कर ही वही रहे. Okay, so friends, 10 minutes for your activities, and then I will invite all of you. What is your plan and how you are going to make use of AI?
GATE के लिए सर बताइए how we can do, because students are also requesting and I also want. How can we improve the GATE performance
With the help of AI.
with the help of AI?
So means again, whatever AI is going to say, it has to be reflected on your own teaching, sir.
हाँ, नहीं that is sir.
So वो मैं strategies हम आपको बता.
हाँ, strategy सर कल बता दीजिए थोड़ा.
तो
तो
अभी
this will be really
recently
good for us.
JNTU काकीनाडा में तो बताया था. शेयर कर दूंगा, बात करें.
ठीक है.
तो आपको गेट के सिलेबस को अपलोड करके सर बिल्कुल इस बॉक्स के अंदर सब कुछ है.
हाँ, कल आप उसको हमको बता दो.
थोड़ा सा कल इंस्ट्रक्शनल लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस वाले पे और बस सब
ठीक है.
कारतूस डाल देंगे.
So friends, I will invite all of you. What is your plan? This is not the whole one activity that you are thinking. You you are doing this, I will do this in this way. And then subsequent question is how you are going to make use of AI. कौन सा tool use करोगे, that is not very important. What is in your mind that how AI can help you in this direction? Suppose you are interested, so I will promote discussion in my classroom. Then you have to think how AI can help you in promoting discussion. टूल कौन यूज होना है वो ज्यादा चिंता की बात नहीं है, वो तो बता देंगे, श्रीनिवास जी बता ही देंगे. फर्स्ट आवर विश, देन जिनी विल कम एंड से ओके क्या विश है आपकी, वो तो पूरा होगा.
Sir, earlier, like, we used to be that study material, के पास में कोई तो देते हैं, फिर उसके बाद बोला you have to give some presentation. So for क्या you give and in the meantime we will discuss. ताकि बाकी को भी समझे. I will not provide with that we follow conventionally. But as since yesterday, what the Srinivasan and all the things what we teaching, what I feel is that we also have to impose the audio and as well as the video creation from the study material. We have the study material with us because of the long teaching.
Yeah.
But now our job is to convert to audio and video, which we have discussed yesterday with the LM. So like that kind of things, which then the student will be just like, as you know, sir, if you read in the screen for half an hour, it becomes monotony for the student also.
No, sir.
At least if we have that kind of a little interactive with the video, audio, something like that, so then it may be able to, for them also to learn more like that.
No, this is very important because research is showing our attention span is coming down.
Yeah.
So when attention span is, earlier people were reading law books
Yes,
and things
yes.
like
Now
articles,
everybody is
but
reading.
now attention, and so now you see which is popular. Reels are popular, 30 second, 40 second. Now Twitter is popular. These many words. So who is reading your 20-page article? So now, and you have to make it more interactive, more engaging, more joyful. So the old technique will not work as effectively as they were. These were. Sometimes we say, "अरे हमारे समय में तो बहुत अच्छा हम करते थे." No, that time there were different technology, different environment. Now we have to teach in a different environment.
Sir, even right now, like we don't feel like to read the newspaper. पूरा जो है ये साथ पन्ना जो है वो पढ़ने की हिम्मत नहीं है. जैसे ओके थोड़ा सा दुनिया में अभी क्या हो रहा है तो वो देख के देख like that. We don't have the.
So any colleague interested to share his or her plan?
Sir, I want to say, suppose I am taking engineering physics, I would give a scientist name and a recent discovery related to the next class. What is I am going related to topic? Suppose for recent any suppose super fast train or bullet train, what is the mechanism that I could related to superconductivity? So I will give one or two link of the video for the related topic. So next class I will ask questions, immediately interactive questions related to which scientist discovered the superconductivity, and we start discuss about the theory afterwards. And I think this would be the better one of these essential starting point of this topic related discussion.
So it's very good. Yes, and you will see that learners will enjoy it more. Do experiment in one of your class, do it, because then this will bring more confidence to the learner. They will explore, they will present, and of course, they can also take up help of AI for searching this information, maybe searching a video, audio, something, even creating an image, creating a presentation. The purpose is that they are using technology, you are using technology, but the ultimate goal is betterment of learning, betterment of understanding, betterment of critical thinking. If this is the purpose you are going to, then there are possibilities. But suppose rather than student you are telling all the time, so they have developed a habit that they will listen all the time, and that's why we are good listener. हम सुनते हैं, हम कहते हैं वो बोल रहे तो हमारा काम सुनना है. So thank you. This can be a good plan. Thank you. Yeah, please.
Just sharing here. I am taking care of the one social science subject called Manager Economics and Financial Accounting. Before this, earlier it was called this one, Engineer Economics and Financial Accounting. In that time, before this paper, this paper was not having left part, practical sir. Then latest BOS, they have suggested that this MEFA, Manager Economics and Financial Accounting, you should add some practical aspect is left part, so 2 hours. So it introduced. So A squared B is left is introduced. So I am just taking this 2 hours left, and in that along the syllabus, we are forming the groups of the students and asking them to do some teamwork on the say macroeconomics, then financial accounting. Then sometimes say kind of a bit of marketing survey and all something like that. So this is I think partially we are trying to do this learner-centric one. This is one paper, and on the other paper, this is say kind of we are participating this CBD sir, capacity building in design and entrepreneurship. So they were asking 3-4 competence like say critical thinking, observation, like that. But there also one example say I would say critical thinking sir. We have this fields management rules. One of them like our say separation of our individual interest to this organization interest. Sir. I just give this statement in the class and ask them to prepare around 4-5 questions against critical thinking is against this statement. Why we will be suppressing our individual interest to the organization interest. I mean reasoning like that. So these things are already practiced in the class.
Everything is possible. The thing is that you decide. The first thing is very simple formula is you decide, you reflect on your practices. Ujjwal Sahab, I will listen to Ujjwal Sahab. Then I will speak. Ujjwal ji, you were saying something. Dr. Ujjwal Biswas.
So I feel that nowadays students are using or getting many resources. Okay, the problem is in teaching learning, mostly how we will avoid student to rectify that how they are using AI tools in the education system, that stopping student using these AI tools to generate the assignment and their solution. So that we are not talking. And also when we are making some classroom interactive, and there should be such facilities also. So in India, mostly including NIT Manipur also, I observed that most of the cases, we are not thinking about the classroom and how we will conduct. Mostly we are doing some documentations, and based on that, mostly we are lacking behind that student, how we are not observing student, how they are working, how they are learning, how they are cheating. So mostly we are focusing on documentations and not only trying to stop how they are cheating. So AI tools is good, and we are also planning to use it for a classroom environment. But before that, we have to try that how we'll stop using these AI tools for generating the assignment and getting the solutions for that assignment. Students are every day using that tools. Maybe we don't know as a teacher, so we have to also update. So major point one is to at least such classroom environment is important, and another one is how student how will teach them to avoid cheating related to copying from AI. So that is required to discuss as a teacher.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Biswas. You covered, and yes, AI and cheating is an issue, and that is so. But I am discussing, and we are discussing AI from a different perspective. Our discussion is how to shift our classrooms from classroom A to B. How we can slowly go towards making our classroom learner centric. So I will give you a very simple example. So suppose you are using any AI tools of your choice and you are generating 3, 4 important points per discussion. You are teaching a topic, particular topic, and you are asking AI. Of course, you can develop at your own, but you don't have such time. So you are asking AI, suggest me 3, 4 topics that can invite discussions among students. So you are generating 3, 4 topics, 3, 4 cases, 3, 4 situations, and or you are simply saying, ki, suggest me 3, 4 videos that can help learners discuss. And then you are sharing this material with them. And rather than saying submit anything, you are saying simply discuss, and based on our discussion, tell me what was the gist of your discussion. So they will, where you are using AI tool as a promoter of discussion, and they will discuss. Of course, this is an issue. I totally agree that if you are asking submit this assignment, they are making use of AI and they are submitting assignment, and then they are. So this is another issue. But we have to be very careful that AI is a tool, and as a teacher, we have to think what possibility AI can bring for me. Of course, number of tools for number of purposes. So suppose how you are going to make use of a video and how AI can help you. So that's why I was saying you have to prepare a plan. What is your plan? And then you have to decide, okay, this is my plan and how AI can help you. So the very simple formula is, and I am sharing with all teachers, and I always share whenever I get opportunity. And when I say teachers, I am also included. So the first basic thing is, we all are teaching from long years, but we hardly have any time to sit, reflect, what are our teaching practices. We hardly have, because we assume that we are a good teacher, we are teaching good, our students are successful. Of course, we are a good teachers. But if the first simple formula is reflection of our teaching activities, our teaching practices, what are my strengths, where I can improve, our classrooms, how our classrooms look like. Only then you will be able to prepare a plan. So step number 1 is to judge yourself, to assess yourself, to reflect on yourself. Sometimes हमको लगता है कि अरे हम तो इतना अच्छा कर रहे हैं, हमारे में कुछ ऐसा गड़बड़ नहीं है. This is not that you are doing something wrong. The reason is that you are thinking, okay, let's improve. अभी सर कह रहे हैं, सर का एक स्टूडेंट आईआईटी में प्रेजेंट कर रहा है, तो सर सोच रहे हैं, okay, this is good, so next time my 3 students will going to present. So this is not sir is doing well, but now sir is next step, thinking about not why only 1, why not 3 students, why not every student is presenting. So the first thing is, because I am very careful, I never talks about tools first. मैं हमेशा ही कहता हूँ कि टूल की हमको जरूरत ही क्यों पड़ी. So the first thing is that we have to think what we are doing in a very good way, where we need improvement, how our classrooms are, and then you are making a small plan. This is not making a big plan कि पूरा क्लास बदलना है तो लोग कहेंगे सर का ही क्लास है किसी और का है. No, you have to make a small change, and then think how. This is not necessarily you are making use of AI. You can make use of other tools also. This is not necessarily you are going to make use of, but if you are interested, you can make use of AI. Like AI can generate questions for you, AI can generate discussions, AI can generate questions, activities, so that you can quickly generate with the help of AI. But ultimately, you have to provide these and then ask your student to work on those activities and share their discussions and findings with you. The moment you are doing it, you are making your classroom learner-centric. Sometimes I have seen some teachers, whenever they are coming to the classroom, instead of giving a lecture, starting a lecture, they put something, even one quote or anything, and they say, let's discuss this for 5 minutes and then we will start our classroom. तो आप कहेंगे कि आई एम टीचर ऑफ कंप्यूटर साइंस एंड देयर इज ए कोट, but sir, there is a logic. When we are discussing this quote, the teacher is getting the attention of all the learners. All the learners are in the classroom, and when their attention is focused, then teacher is delivering the lecture. The simple activity, a quote from any other discipline, from any part of walk of life, that can help make your classroom learner centric. So this is not necessarily you have to do something very big, but the ultimate goal is, I see this as a possibility that teachers have an able supporter in the form of AI that can help you generate what you wish. But as a teacher, you have to use. अगर AI करेगा तो फिर तो classroom आपका learner centric नहीं बनेगा. So anyone else would like to share his or her plan? वरना फिर मैं कल सुबह आपसे पूछूंगा आपका plan क्या है. So, are you interested? We have some time.
Sir. Hello, sir. Pandit here. Hello,
Yes,
sir.
yes, please.
Yeah. So I just want to share one thing. So last semester, the current semester where I am having some course in MSc semester 1. So in semester 3. So what I did that after taking the classes, I told the student that you have to choose some topic and teach your fellow students. Like they are making the whole. I'm not giving them to do present. I'm giving them to do the whole thing in a marker and white. So they are drawing and they are doing everything like that. Class, other students were listening, so they are generally supposed to ask questions. What they are not understand, what are the big questions, and mainly connecting those basic topics to the recent research advancement. Like what are the implications to they can do in research, or what are the research is going on. So in this way, that some shows something like AlphaFold, which has got very recent recent attention from the scientific community, but some choose very old topic. From that, I can see that how people are very much interested. Like some students are interested in the recent topic, the advancement, while some are very interested in the basic start. And by mixing them, I think that all are getting benefited, and they are also getting the experience that in future, because after NSC, they are directly going to some job. Some will going to teach, some will go for some other thing, but they have to demonstrate. So I think giving this opportunity, they will have the demonstration skill also, like how to teach, how to convince them other people. Is it a correct way? Is it a task?
Okay, so I was able to hear you a bit because sometimes voice was breaking. Friend, the message is clear, loud and clear. Number one, this is not that our classrooms are good, we are teaching well, we are doing our job perfectly, but we can think for further improvement, and improvement is possible at any stage. So we can think about how we can make our classroom, how we can change our classroom from teacher-centric to learner-centric, and we have to also think how AI can help. So how much time we have? I will tell you what but tomorrow we are also here. So I am very much interested to share some of the techniques. So there are a number of techniques. A few techniques I would like to share with you. These techniques with AI or without AI. You can use these techniques with the help of AI or without AI. So, like there are some techniques, number of techniques, but I will share selected techniques with you. And the option is, the good thing is, these techniques with AI and without AI. So you can use these techniques independently. Suppose सिंह साहब कहते हैं आज हमारा AI से कुछ मतलब नहीं, मैं खुद अपने क्लासरूम में करूंगा. You can do it, and if you are interested, I will do techniques, and I will also take support of AI. You can do this. So these are important techniques. आपको टेक्निक पता रहेगी, then you can anyway use it. So you have to tell me when to share these techniques, now or tomorrow, because I don't know the schedule. Because these techniques are important and I need your attention, because maybe you will be familiar with some techniques, you are familiar with or not.
9:45 से
हाँ हाँ
शाम को 5:15 तक आपके चारों सेशंस आते
बस ठीक है तो चलेगा।
मैं कुछ नहीं करने वाला हूँ। ठीक है, आप पूरा बैटिंग करो। हाँ,
ठीक है।
आपको लगता है कि भाई कुछ
अरे वो उधर तो है यार।
घूमने के लिए
गेट वाला करता है।
हाँ हाँ गेट।
बताओ ना।
गेट वाला करता है।
So, friends, this is one part of this. And then, so tomorrow we will discuss some activities for every teacher, for every classroom. Very interesting activities I will explain, and then it's up to you. Our role is to share our learning with you. लेकिन वो क्लासरूम में कैसे लाएंगे वो आपको ही करना। श्रीनिवास जी आपको ये बता सकते हैं वीडियो से क्या क्या कर सकते हो, सवाल कैसे लगा सकते हो, सवाल आपको ही लगाना है और फिर उत्तर उस आपके स्टूडेंट को देना है। सो एंड देन वी विल आल्सो डिस्कस, I hope Srinivas ji discuss some use of AI tool for lesson planning, but I will also explain in some detail why lesson planning matters, and then we will make use of AI, and we will also discuss another important topic, how AI can help you in your research. So these we are going to take tomorrow. So how AI is making help you in your research, in research of your research scholars. And so these topics we will discuss, and we will also practice. So today a more theoretical orientation, and tomorrow so practice. So I hope we are making some sense.
Yes.
Yeah, but again, on behalf of Srinivas ji, our aim is not to teach you. We both are not here to teach you. You know more than us, but our role is to share our perspective. क्योंकि जब हम सबकी बात सुनते तो we develop our. So yeah. So thank you so much for attending, and so tomorrow we will meet.
Yes.
9:45 we will start with some activities. I hope you are interested to learn some techniques, how to make our classroom more learner-centric, some proven techniques from research, and then we will see, make use of AI. So thank you so much.
Yeah.